week, we visit an island with more sheep than humans.
I drink 2 types of stout for research purposes.
Winnie learns how to narrate a video.
And we stuff our faces full of food.
Hi, I'm Sam.
And I'm Connor.
And together with our Turkish rescue dog Winnie,
we've swapped our usual 9 to 5 to travel in our 24-year-old motorhome Bumblebee.
As we explore some of Europe's hidden gems, find amazing scenery and make lasting memories,
we are bee-bound.
So, for once, it's not actually us that's holding people up. Something even bigger and heavier and slower in front of us, slowing us down. So that's what we're going to be crossing. As we continue our round trip of the Wild Atlantic Way, this week we visited Mizen Head, the most southwesterly point of Ireland. Separated from the mainland by a concrete bridge which sits 45 metres above the deep chasm below it, the bridge serves as a connection to Cloggan Island. A bridge has connected the island to the mainland since 1910, with a newer, more modern bridge opening to the public 100 years later. In 1905, a lighthouse and fog signal were installed on the island, with lightkeepers stationed there until the lighthouse's automation in 1993. The breathtaking views meant that we could see as far north as the Dingle Peninsula, which we'd be getting to later that week. We explored more of the Mizen Peninsula, making sure not to create any roadkill, and weaved our way around the gorgeous sandy beaches to enjoy the most southerly pint of Guinness that we could get our hands on. Whilst we forgot to film inside the pub, the pint certainly came with amazing views. What an amazing view. So we're heading off today to Dursey Island, which the only way to get to it is by cable car. And there's only 3 residents on this island. There's no shops, no pubs, no restaurants, which obviously you can understand why there are only 3 people living there. But we're super excited about it. It's Ireland's only cable car, so we're really chuffed to be going on that. And I'm not a big fan of heights, but neither is Winnie. And dogs are allowed on the cable car, which is mad. But I'm reassured by the fact that the cable car was completely rebuilt in 2022. So, fingers crossed. You excited to go on the cable car?
I really am. Look how cool it is. That's like a bit...
It's a bit unnerving seeing the cables all bouncing along, but remember, it's recently refurbished.
Intrigued what Wynn's going to think.
Winnie currently... You want your ticket? Winnie's currently excited about the sheep that she can see over there, so she's not really paying attention to the cable car. We're intrigued.
What's coming, that's
no,
right.
we're intrigued on how she's going to react to that. There she is. Oh my god. Winnie's already not a fan. Oh no! Oh god. I'm not going to lie, this is absolutely petrifying. It's moving so much. Oh, there we go.
Winnie's doing herself a shake.
Oh, it's alright. Oh my god. Oh, I hate this.
It's quite a bit more movement than I expected.
Understatement of the year. Here we go then.
So what we're not too sure about, and it doesn't give us too much confidence, is why there is a prayer for protection on here. Doesn't make us feel massively confident. Once Sam and Winnie got over their phobia of heights, we were treated to some amazing views. Looking down at the sea, we were lucky enough to spot 4 bottlenose dolphins in the water. We later learnt that both dolphins and whales are regular visitors to the beautiful waters that surround the island.
Not gonna lie guys, that was pretty hairy.
I loved it.
Winnie eventually calmed down and was fine. going over these big pylon things, it was like when you're on a roller coaster and you're just about to drop, or like when they hold you at the top, and obviously you're expecting that drop, but then you literally just serenely glide over it. And I mean, to be able to see dolphins while we're crossing,
that was absolutely right.
And we're going to keep looking out across the bay to see if we find any more. There was 2 pairs, weren't there, that we saw separately, and they were just playing. Really, really fun.
Whilst the island only houses 4 permanent human residents, we soon found out that there were quite a few 4-legged residents to greet us.
We've got a new friend arriving. Hello. See ya. Yeah, that's what I thought. So he doesn't count towards the island's population. So we've reached the hustle and bustle of the main strip. As you can see, the traffic's a nightmare. Just cars and tractors everywhere.
So we've been trying to work out what this place reminds us of, and we've worked out that it's the Banshees of Inisherin on the film. If you've ever seen it, it's quite a weird film, and to be honest, we didn't get it, did we?
No, I think it was a bit too poetic for us. We thought it was funny. Yeah, but it's a strange old film, but it's set on a really remote island. And actually, it's actually set over 2 different islands across the Wild Atlantic Way. And we're going to work out if we're going to have the opportunity to visit either of them. It's rare to be able to say that you've met 50% of an island's population, and you can imagine our surprise when we were invited in for a slice of cake in Sheila and Christian's pop-up cafe. Even Winnie was lucky enough to make a friend, and she was soon running rings around Panda the dog.
With bellies full of cake and cappuccino, we began climbing the hill towards the island's signal tower.
So we made it to the top. Honest to God, the views, absolutely stunning. This thing behind us was a Napoleonic lookout. Make sure Napoleon didn't come and invade Ireland. But the views out to here, I mean, that's the next port of call, and all the way we're travelling. That's the Skellig Islands out there towards County Kerry, and the Ring of Kerry that way as well. And if you look to the south, you can see where we've come from, sort of more central and eastern Cork that way. And this place is just phenomenal. You can't make up the views. And yeah, I mean, it's so remote, but I mean, just chatting to that lady and guy that live here, and you know, they've lived all over the world, but now they live in the most remote place. It's just insane.
And so we've made it to the furthest house away from Dublin, so we've been told, and this is it. Not much to it. Only kidding. It's this one here. But look at the view they have from their house. Not this one. Look at that view. You might be miles away from anything, but surely that view makes up for it, right? So Winnie hasn't quite seen this yet. We're not yet sure how we're going to get her past this without her freaking out.
I mean, she's going to be in her element, and I think the sheep will probably freak out. So we're going to have to try this. Really. Shall I start now?
Yeah, I mean, let's just do it. Oh, hello, mate. Look at this little guy. He's trying to get in, I think. And look, they're already like, sorry, little chap.
Whose baby's that?
Hmm? Hello, folk. You got one missing.
Yeah. So road safety in Ireland is really, really important, especially on these rural roads. As you can see, they're taking it very seriously here with a really sensible speed limit of 100 kilometers an hour. Very safe.
So we came here to get away from queuing and traffic, and we've hit rush hour. And we're waiting for the cable car, which only allows 6 people on.
And it takes about 10 minutes each way, so we've got a little wait. As we headed north, the roads became narrower and more windy. And considering we were managing an issue with B's clutch which made gear changes more difficult, the situation was far from ideal. Luckily, we got to see some amazing rugged scenery and pass through some lovely colourful villages which made it all worthwhile.
We crossed into County Kerry to start one of the most popular attractions in Ireland. The Ring of Kerry is a 180km circular drive, which can be completed in as little as 3 hours, but we plan to spend 3 days exploring the route. Our first stopover was in Killarney National Park, but that meant us having an early night. So it's 7 AM and we are in Killarney National Park on our way to Torc Waterfall. We got up extra early so that we can get there. We hope it's going to be empty, it's just going to be us. So we've got our coffees.
Torc Waterfall is a 20-metre high and 110-metre long cascade formed by the Owengareth River. The Irish name translates as Cascade of the Wild Boar, and a local legend talks of a man who was cursed by the devil to spend each night transformed into a wild boar. But when his secret was revealed by a local farmer, he burst into flames and disappeared to hide the entrance to his cave behind Torc Waterfall. With no devils spotted, we began heading clockwise around the Ring of Kerry.
This.
Hello, so today we are at Skellig's Chocolate Makers here on the Ring of Kerry, and we are super excited to see how they make their chocolate.
Sam might get some.
Yeah, apparently I've been told if I'm lucky I might get some chocolate. And poor Winnie obviously is not allowed to come in.
Unless they do
Dog chocolate, they might do. Oh, maybe then we can let her in. But yeah, we're super excited. So we just managed to get here before this entire coach of 23 people arrived.
I think another one's just putting in as well. We're on our own.
We're on our own in here for a little private tasting that happened so quickly that we didn't get a chance to film it. But needless to say, we've come with some goodies now, so we're looking forward to those. We were just saying that we think this lady's got the best job, and I don't know how you haven't put your mouth underneath that literal flow of chocolate right there. Very naughty. So we did get some proper bars of chocolate, but we also got these cute little lollies, which are really sweet. So we're going to try these.
We did get some better stuff, by the way.
We got some, yeah.
This was just like a little taster into what we're going to have at another time.
Yeah, that goes in the fridge. That's for like a really nice evening when it's windy and cold out. This is because the tasters weren't enough. They were very stingy with the tasters.
They were really rubbish with the taster, weren't they?
Oh, just the plain milk chocolate is so nice. I normally prefer dark, and I bought a bar of 60% dark. They went up to 75% dark in there.
I think it's just too warm for me.
Connor likes his chocolate in the fridge, really, really ice cold. But he's right, it was quite warm in the shop.
Which was really weird.
You'd think they wouldn't want their chocolate, all their produce melting.
I'm going to put this in the fridge, Sam.
Come back to us. We'll let you know once it's been refrigerated. So back when we were in Carlo, Connor tried a Beamish, and I think he preferred it slightly more than the Guinness. So we're going to do a direct taste comparison now. So go on, Con, why don't you have...
I'm going Beamish first.
Beamish first. What's the verdict? Going to have a tasting profile.
Cold.
Yeah.
Still not getting any chocolatey notes as is promised.
Disappointing, but okay.
But hang on, let me compare to the Guinness. I think Guinness is like marginally nicer. I really don't think there's much in it.
There you go.
I'm still not getting, although they're exactly the same price. So I guess if you were to say to me the Beamish was cheaper, I'd probably go for the Beamish because there really isn't much in it. But at the same price, go for the Guinness.
So we're going for the Guinness at the moment, guys.
There you go.
We'll come back to this in a few weeks' time and see what the opinion is.
Just as a little update for you on old Drinkgate, folks. The Beamish isn't settling very well. It's getting a bit ranky. Hang on. Yeah. So, to summarise, the Guinness lasts a little bit longer than the old Beamish, which is actually getting a bit ranky now.
Oh, you mean since it's been poured, you think it's gone downhill?
Yeah, I think the longer it sits, the more grim it gets.
Oh dear.
So the old swing's going firmly into Guinness's favour.
Fair play.
To update from my expert palate over here, if you want a Irish stout and you're struggling between Guinness and Beamish, go with Guinness.
Go with the classic. So we've arrived on the Dingle Peninsula. We're now on Inch Beach, which is a few more than just an inch. It's actually 5 kilometres long. It's this huge sand dune and it's a protected area as well. So it's actually really cool. But the tide line just goes out for miles. So we're actually walking on what would be at high tide, the sea. See how far in it goes. We've got people camping, people parked up to learn how to surf. But it's quite a calm day on the sea today. But
That's the ring of Kerry over there.
yeah, and if you look that way, that's where we were yesterday. I think that's Valencia Island. And then the Skellig's further out. But yeah, really, really cool views. A cute little bar called Sammy's Bar, which sadly is closed today. Really, really, really cool place. Good one. What do we think of the conditions here, Win?
As our day exploring the Dingle Peninsula drew to a close, we parked up outside Tralee and enjoyed a beautiful sunset.
So today we've got a few odd jobs to do. We just had this lovely park up outside of Tralee with this gorgeous windmill in the background, and yeah, we're heading into Tralee now. We've just got to get some LPG, get some diesel, and then we've got loads of stuff to get from Screwfix, from Halfords. So yeah, lots to sort out. Connor's just getting us the classic chicken fillet roll for the ferry crossing over to County Clare this afternoon. They're every half hour, the ferry, so we can just pop along whenever we're ready. And literally you could probably swim the bloody distance, but to get round it the other way takes about an extra hour. And then we're off to spend a few nights with Connor's aunt and uncle in Kilrush, and then we're heading up to meet our friend Katie, pick her up from Shannon Airport, and we've got a tour of Galway to do as well. So loads and loads of stuff to do. We feel like these last few weeks have just been really, really pushing the limits of what we can get done in a day. So it's going to be nice spending a few days at Connor's aunt and uncle's to just chill out for a few days and just not move. I mean, we have maintenance stuff to sort out, but at least it means we're not rushing around. Hey, we're going to have to savour it. We have to wait until the ferry.
Yeah.
Can't eat them yet. It's so tempting.
Have to be good.
Try. We've got a bit distracted, haven't we?
Yeah, always.
We definitely don't need a bike.
Here you go, Sam. This one's for you.
Ah, I thought so.
And if you come around here, you've got your favourite.
Oh, my favourite Disney princesses. Or are they knockoff Disney? Oh no, they are genuine. Genuine. Lovely.
This is how exciting our life has become. Automatic transmission
Oh,
fluid.
but don't do it disservice. It's semi-synthetic automatic transmission fluid
And a fancy.
and a metal oil can. So much fun. So we literally didn't even rush, just assuming that we were going to miss this ferry because it's one every half hour. And for some reason the sat-nav was telling us, even when we were right at the ferry entrance, it was telling us it was another 15-minute drive. So that was obviously really confused. And we literally just arrived at, it's every half hour on the half hour, and we just arrived at 33 minutes past, and we're already moving. Literally, we'd already paid before we got on. We didn't even notice that we're moving, and yeah. This thing is ridiculous. The size of this, absolutely packed full of chicken. Look at that, crazy.
What's on the ferry?
Bon appetit. As we enjoyed some much needed downtime, we sadly didn't get round to recording very much. But knowing that our plan to explore Galway in our next video would mean lots more content, we took time to enjoy spending time with family without having to worry about editing videos. What was supposed to just be a long weekend in Kilrush ended up being almost a week. We still found time to enjoy nature before we started the much needed maintenance work on B. So here we are, another fun job. This is me oiling the gear cables. You won't see, I don't think you'll see it dripping onto it.
No, I don't.
Basically, we've been told that if these gear cables ever snap, then basically we're screwed. So this is me slowly applying drop after drop of oil onto the cable, and then
We've got to look after them, haven't we?
yeah, we've got to give B some TLC. But this is the most boring kind of TLC I think we've ever done. But yeah, this is how fun the times when we're parked up can be.
And if you haven't seen the brand, we've worked it out. It's no.
I fucked that right up.
You ran out of things to say then, didn't you?
I really did run out of things to say. So we did get some proper bars of chocolate, but we got these. For fuck's sake.